In last lecture, we have covered till question number 4. Let us start with question number 5 of the assignment. So question number 5 is find A and B. We are required to find the value of A and B, where it is given that 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2 is equal to A plus B root 6. So in this question we have to find the value of A and B. So how we will find out the value of A and B? Just simply rationalizing this denominator and simplifying this expression as like A plus B root 6, and then we compare. As we know, if suppose 2 plus 3 root 5 is equal to A plus B root 5, where A and B are rational numbers. So you can see in this equality there is a rational number and irrational number. The sum of rational and irrational is always irrational. The logic behind this is because irrational always adds to rational and it makes always irrational. Suppose आपके पास एक इस टाइप से 1.3213 1,333 एंड सो ऑन, इस टाइप से कोई इरेशनल नंबर है. इफ यू ऐड सम रैशनल नंबर से 5 टू दिस, व्हाट यू विल हैव इन द एंड? You will definitely have again an irrational number. So irrational number is obtained while adding rational and irrational. This is irrational, this is rational. So this is, the sum is irrational, the sum is irrational. We have to find the value of A and B. Now see, there is a rational number and there is an irrational number. So rational and irrational always equal to rational and irrational. So what we do, we will compare here. So on comparing, we will compare this rational portion with rational portion and irrational portion with irrational. So on comparing, we can get A as 2 and B as 3. The only possibility is we can have rational number equal to rational number and irrational number equal to irrational number. Okay, so this is the concept involved behind this question. Okay, so let us do this question. 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 minus 3 root 2. On rationalizing the denominator, we have 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 divided by 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 equals to A plus B root 6. So denominator, there is an identity. We can use the identity of A minus B times A plus B. So while using A minus B times A plus B, we have this result as A square minus B square. And if you apply this result, A square minus B square, here A is 2 root 3 square minus B is 3 root 2 square. And in numerator, we have A plus B times A plus B becomes A plus B to the whole square. So we can write it as 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 to the whole square equals to A plus B root 6. If you open this square, so we know the identity of A plus B to the whole square. The identity is A square plus B square plus 2AB. If you apply the identity, follow the identity. So 2 root 3 square is, so 2 root 3 square, how you will find out? 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. So it is 12. 3 root 2 square, how you find out? 3 square is 9, root 2 is square is 2 and 9 2s are 18. So 12 plus 18 plus now 2AB. 2AB term will be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12 and root 3 times root 2 is root 6. So it will become 12 root 6. Again I repeat, 2 times 2 into 3. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 and root 3 into root 2 becomes root 6. So 2AB term is there. Alright, 2 root 3 square is 12, 3 root 2 square is 18 divided by, and there is A plus B root 6 as it is. Now 12 and 18 becomes 30 plus 12 root 6 over minus 6 equals to A plus B root 6. Till now you can note down. I am just erasing this portion. Okay, so from this we have 30 plus 12 root 6 divided by minus 6 equal to a plus b root 6. We can separate out the LCM. This minus 6 can be separate with 30 as well as 12. Some students cancel 6 with 12 or 30. This is wrong. Either you can take common 6 from both the terms, then you can cancel, otherwise you cannot cancel. Okay, I have separated, like, see, suppose this is 2 by 5, this is say 4 by 5. How you will add this? Basically 5 is the LCM, 2 plus 4 is 6, so 6 by 5, or 2/5 and 4/5 becomes 6/5. So when you have this thing same, you just take the same as LCM and add the numerator upper portions. Now if I say you that this is 6 by 5 and this can be written as 2 plus 4 by 5, now you can do the reverse portion also, 2 by 5 plus 4 by 5. So in this way I have reduced it into the reverse portion. I have done this LCM breaking, separating the LCM. Okay, if you take the LCM, you will go back to the previous step. So this step is clear to you. I hope is it clear to you. Now a plus b root 6. Now 6 5s and 6 2s. So I'm erasing this step also. So this is minus 5. 5 over minus 1 becomes minus 5. 2 root 6 with negative. So minus 2 root 6. The best way to write this like this. Minus 2 times root 6 is compared with a plus b root 6. Whenever you have rational and irrational sum, compared with rational and irrational sum, the both irrationals have to be equal and rationals have to be equal. There is no other choice. You can compare, you can equate them. Okay, means there is no other choice by which they can be equal. They can be equal if and only if their rational parts are equal, their irrational are also equal. We can prove it. There is no problem in proving this. But now I am doing this. So here a becomes minus 5 on comparing rational part with rational part and irrational part with irrational. So there is root 6 in both the terms. So here it is b and here it is minus 2. So answer is a value is minus 5 and b value is minus 2. So you can note down, this is the answer. Okay, let us proceed with next question. Question number 6. It says that, very important question. It says that compare the two quantities, the two irrational quantities, the two surds. So to compare these two surds, and these are mixed, these are unlike surds. Okay, this is the radical sign and this is the number 4. So you can write this as 8 raised power 1 over 4. And this 22 6th root of 22, you can write it 22 raised power 1 by 6. जो नंबर यहाँ लिखा होता है उसका रेसिप्रोकल करते हैं. All right, that is called the radical sign, radical power, and this is called the surd. Okay, basically it's a irrational number. Again, it's a irrational number. So we have to compare these two. Which one is larger or smaller? So इस type के questions कैसे करते हैं? See. First of all, you have to make these two numbers same. So the LCM of 4 and 6. So 4, 6 LCM is 12. You can simply find out the LCM. 4 and 6 LCM. You can simply take in this way. 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. Okay. So to make the LCM 12, we need to just multiply it by 3. All right. That you already know. Multiply and divide by 3. This will become 12. Again, this multiplied by 2. Divide by 2, this will become 12. So now it is 8 raised power 3 over 12, right? And this becomes 22 raised power 2 over 12. Now I can write it as 8 raised power 3 into raised power 1 by 12. We know that a raised power m bracket raised power n. So it becomes m times n, right? We can write this in this manner. A raised power m bracket and then power n. Then m into m are multiplying together. So 3 into 1 by 12 becomes 3 by 12. So I can write it like 3 by 12 in this manner. And similarly 22 raised power 2 into 1 over 12. I can write like this. Alright. Now you can clearly see the powers, both numbers have powers 1 by 12. Okay. So if you have say 4 and 5, there are two numbers. Let's say I raise power 3 here, I raise power 3 here. So powers are same. Definitely the number which is larger or greater will have greater sign. See, 5 raised power 3 is 125 and 4 raised power 3 is 64. You can take any example. Say 9 is greater than 8. So same power if you raise, still this will be definitely work. Means the sign of inequality remains same. Greater number will remain greater if you do the squaring, cubing, raise to the power, any power you can raise. Alright. So 8 raised power 3 is 512. 8 8 is 64, 3 is 8 is 512. 2 raised power 9 is also same. 8 raised power 3, it is 2 raised power 3, power 3. So 2 raised power 3, 8 raised power 3, both are 512. Alright. So 512 raised power 1 by 12 and 22 square. 22 square is 484. How to learn this? See, you can write this 2 into 12 square. 2 square is 4 and 11 square is 121. So 121 multiplied by 4, 484. So 484. 484 raised power 1 by 12. So clearly you can compare now these two. Both have same powers. The larger number will be greater. So 512 raised power 1 by 12 will be greater than 484 raised power 1 by 12, and hence we conclude this is equal to this. So fourth root of 8, इसको बोलते हैं fourth root of 8 is greater than sixth root of 22. So fourth root of 8 is greater than sixth root of 22. All right. You can note down this question. Now let us do next question. So question number 7th. Now question number 7 is, if x equals 1 over x minus 5 and x is not equal to 5, then find the value of x cube plus 1 over x cube. This value we are required to find. Okay. See how to do this question. First of all, let us cross multiply. Is that okay? What I have done? X times x minus 5 and 1 times 1 is 1. Alright. Now leave x minus 5 as it is here and take this x to the denominator of the right hand side. So this is in multiply, it will go in divide. So x minus 5 is 1 over x. Why I do this? Because I have the idea that to find out this value, I need to somewhere find this x plus 1 over x or x minus 1 over x. Somewhere I need that expression so that I can square or cube to find out these type of values. Alright, so I want to have this. So x plus 1 over x. So this thing I can find out by having this, interchanging this. Alright, you can do directly this step. Avoid this one. See, shift this to this side and this will become x. Alright, so इनको interchange कर दो तो आपका यही step direct आ जाएगा. Now what you have to do, keep it x as it is, 1 by x को आप take it to the left side, so 5 will become positive right hand side. So yes, x minus 1 over x, this is what we got. So that is equation number 1. So x minus 1 over x is 5. We need to find the value of x cube plus 1 over x cube. Okay, let us factorize it. If there is negative sign, then we can directly cube, but since there is negative, so we need to change our plan. Okay, so what we do, first of all, x cube plus 1 over x cube, its formula is x plus 1 over x times x square plus 1 over x square minus 2x minus x into 1 over x. This identity, you have to remember this identity, that was the identity of chapter 2 exercise 2.5 question number 9, and it is first part. Okay, first part, the identity was written that x cube plus y cube, it is x plus y, and it is x square plus y square minus xy. You can check out my videos. I have covered this identity, I have proved this identity, verified this identity also as per NCERT syllabus. This is very much important identity. Also one more identity you have to remember, this identity is will be useful in higher classes also, like 10th, 11th and so on. So the identity is x minus y, x square plus y square plus xy. So we will use here this identity, x cube plus y cube, it is x plus y, x square plus y square minus xy. So I have used this identity. So x to the whole cube, and this can be written as 1 by x to the whole cube. So x cube plus y cube is x plus y, x square plus y square minus xy. So x into 1 over x is cancelled out, so 1. So here we are left with x plus 1 over x and x square plus 1 over x square minus 1. Alright. Now we can find out x square plus 1 upon x square easily by squaring equation number 1 both sides. So do squaring equation number 1 both sides. If you do squaring equation number 1 both sides, so x minus 1 over x square equal to 5 square. Why we are doing square? Because we have to find the value of square terms. So okay, so a minus b square is a square plus b square. You always remember that either it is a minus b to the whole square, it is a plus b to the whole square. It always comes with a square plus b square plus 2ab or minus 2ab depending on the sign which is inside this bracket. Alright, so the sign is minus, so it is minus 2ab, but a square plus b square will always be positive. That's why I just can calculate this from this by squaring. That's why we are do. Okay, so x square plus 1 over x square minus 2ab, so 2 times a into b, so x into 1 over x, it is equal to 5 square, 25. So x and x get cancelled. So x square plus 1 over x square equal to 25 plus 2, and that is 27. Okay. So x square plus 1 over x square value is 27. We can substitute value here, equation number 2, and we can write here using equation number 2. We have substituted the value of x square plus 1 upon x square is 27. Minus 1 is already written. Now just we need x plus 1 over x. And now that comes a tricky part. Okay, now to find out this value, it's a little bit tricky. How you do this? Now see, we know x plus 1 over x square, 1 over x plus 1 over x to the whole square becomes x square plus 1 over x square plus 2. Is that okay? 2 why? Because 2 into x into 1 over x, then cancel out. So it will left with 2 only. So a square plus b square plus 2ab का फॉर्मूला लगाया और x और 1 upon x कट गए. बेसिकली a square b square ये बचा आपके पास. यहाँ से आप देख रहे हो x square plus 1 upon x square की वैल्यू को आप निकाल सकते हो. x square plus 1 upon x square किसके इक्वल हुआ? x plus 1 over x to the whole square minus 2. So using this fact and substituting this value as this here, I can find out x plus 1 over x to the whole square minus 2 equals to what? 27. Okay, x square plus 1 upon x square की वैल्यू ये यहाँ से ली हमने x plus 1 upon x to the whole square minus 2 और वहाँ पर पुट कर दी. जैसे ये वैल्यू हमने पुट की यहाँ पर, सो यहाँ हमने वैल्यू पुट की. सो x plus 1 upon x to the whole square becomes 29, 27 plus 2, और ये जो स्क्वायर है रूट में जाएगा तो 29 विद प्लस एंड माइनस. सो x प्लस 1 अपॉन x इज प्लस माइनस रूट 29. सो यहाँ पर आप वैल्यू पुट कर दो उसकी, प्लस माइनस रूट 29. टेक दिस इक्वेशन नंबर 3 यूजिंग 2 and 3. सो फाइनल आंसर इज 26 रूट 29 विद प्लस एंड माइनस. सो दैट इज योर आंसर. ये प्लस और माइनस क्यों आता है? दिस थिंग यू विल अंडरस्टैंड in 10th class, higher classes. I'll just give you the idea. If x square equal to a square, then this is the identity, x is plus minus a. I have used it. Okay, you can note down this question. Okay, let us do next question. Question number 8. This question says that the sum of two numbers is 7. Let the two numbers are a and b. So their sum is 7. Okay, and sum of their cubes. So sum of their cubes means sum addition cubes, a cube and b cube. So their cubes addition becomes 133. It is given. All right. Find the sum of their squares. So we need to find from the information. We need to find the sum of the squares of a and b. To solve this, take a plus b, do squaring both sides, do cubing both sides. CBS means cubing both sides, SBS means squaring both sides. Both we have to do. I'll tell you the logic later on, but let's do a plus b to the whole cube equals to 7 cube. You do cubing both sides. If they are equal, still they will be equal on cubing. So 7 cube is 343, 7 times 7 is 49, times 7 is 343, and a plus b cube, it is a cube plus b cube plus 3 times ab into a plus b. This is the identity. You must remember this identity. Okay, so a plus b value is given to us as 7. So let us substitute the value here, 7, a plus b. So it is 3 times ab into a plus b value is 7. I have substituted. मैंने इसको put कर दिया. Now it remains a cube plus b cube. Now to find out the value of a cube plus b cube, what we need? We need ab. And to find ab, we have to do squaring. That's why I was squaring in starting. So that's why I have said you ki we have to do both the things. Okay, a plus b square is equal to 7 square. 7 square is 49. And now a plus b square is simple identity, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so a cube plus b cube. Okay, this is given to us, all right. So this is given to us. So let us substitute a cube plus b cube as 133 plus this becomes 21 ab. 7 3s are 21 ab. 343. So this is 21 ab. अभी मुझे लगा मे बी हम ये निकाल रहे थे और हाँ ये क्वेश्चन ऐसे भी हो सकता है कि इसकी वैल्यू निकालने के लिए क्या देगा एंड ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर फिर देगा. If the question gives us a square plus b square, then we will put the value of a square plus b square here and find out the value of ab from here and then substitute here and find out a cube plus b cube. Now we are given a cube plus b cube, so we from a cube plus b cube given value we can find out ab from here and we put ab here to find out a square plus b square. Both way the question can be changing. Okay, we can change the question in both ways. So 133 value is given to us, a cube plus b cube, that we have used here. Subtract, take to the RHS, 343 minus 133, this becomes 0, 1 and 2 and it is 21 AB. So 21 tens are 210. So AB value becomes 10. So you got this, AB value becomes 10. Now substitute the value of AB here, 10. 2 times 10 is 20 equals to 49. So A square plus B square value, clearly it comes out to be 29. So 49 minus 20, 49 minus 20, you get the answer as 29. So I hope this is clear to you. So the answer of a square plus b square is 29. That was question number 8 of your assignment. You can note down this question and let us do question number 9. So question number 9 is factorize factorize 1 minus x square 1 minus y square plus 4xy. And 10th question also let us do factorize a times a minus 1 b times b minus 1. Okay, let us do this factorization. Let us multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times y square is minus y square, minus x square times 1 is minus x square, and minus x square times minus y square becomes plus x square y square and plus 4xy. What we have done? Just multiplied these two factors. Okay, now to factorize it, let us see. So this thing can be written as 2 times 2x into y, or we can split it out as this can be broken into two parts, 2xy plus 2xy. Is that okay? I have written 4xy in two parts. Split this term, 2xy plus 2xy. Now I can see two identities here. See, there is 1, you can write 1 as 1 square. Now there is x square y square, you can write it like xy to the whole square. So if this is a square, this is b square, now we need 2ab. 2ab becomes 2 into 1 into xy, that is 2xy and 2xy. That's why we split it here. Okay, so this is the logic you have to keep in your mind. So you have to think like this. So a square plus b square plus 2ab, this will become an identity. Now the terms which are left are minus y square minus x square and this plus 2xy. Each and every question is a different one, but the concept is same. So you have to go for concept, not for cramming. All right. So this will become 1 plus xy to the whole square, isn't that? See, if you have a square plus b square plus 2ab, you can write it like a plus b to the whole square. Both ways are same. So we are just changing this to this. So we have changed this to this. A is 1, b is xy. So 2xy into 1. You can write it. So 1 plus xy to the whole square. Minus. Take minus common from these three terms. If you take minus common from these three terms, so y square was negative, it will become positive. This will become positive, and this was positive, now become negative. So a square b square minus 2ab. So if you have a square plus b square minus 2ab, the only difference in the identity is there is a sign of negative in between a and b. So now it will be x minus y to the whole square or y minus x whole square. It means the same thing. Now you can easily factor it out by having a square minus b square identity. So what is a square minus b square? So this is a minus b times a plus b, and now finally we arrived at two factors. Okay, that question was some difficult one, but that was important also from exam point of view as well as your conceptual knowledge. So a 1 plus xy was a, and then minus b. So this was b, and we subtract. So minus x plus y. It will change the sign. Now a is 1 plus xy, and then add b. B is x minus y. Okay. So finally we got the answer. So that's the answer. That's the two factors of this. All right. So that is a very important one. So you can note down this question. Now let us do 10th question. Again, 10th question was on factorization. Factorize this a into a minus 1 minus b into b minus 1. So this will become a square minus a, and b square. A into a is a square minus a into 1 is a, minus b into b square minus minus plus, so b. Now a square minus b square can be written as like this, a square minus b square, and here it is minus a plus b. So take out minus common, and this will be a minus b. So a square minus b square is this one, and minus a plus b. So take out minus common, a minus b is there. Alright, so a square minus b square is a minus b times a plus b, and here it is a minus b. So from these two we can take common a minus b easily. So we have a plus b as it is, and minus this is common, so it will become 1. So that is your answer. So we just need to select the two terms which gives us further factors. Okay. Question number 11. Let us see question number 11. It's very easy question. Find three irrational numbers between 1 and 1.001. So in between these two numbers we are required to find three irrational numbers. Okay, let us write three irrational numbers. So 1.000. Now whatever I write after this, definitely this value will lie inside these two, in between them. Why? Because there is another 0. So this will be less than this, but obviously greater than this. So that's the point you have to remember, that you have to put at least 3 zeros. You can put more zeros as well. All those number also will be lying between these two, but at least 3 zeros will be sufficient. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So now you just know the pattern. So if you go by this way, it will never end. So never terminate. It will not repeat, because 1, 2 will never come again, because number of 2's are increasing. So in this manner we have irrational number designed. Okay, so you can design more numbers as well, like this way. So first number, second, third. So I'll write three numbers: 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, and so on. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, whatever comes in my mind, I'll just write it. You can make your pattern, your own pattern as well. There's no problem. Okay. So all those number will be also lying between these two. So these two numbers, and definitely these are irrational numbers between the numbers 1 and 1.001. Okay, so this is 1. So 1.0001 will lie inside between this, or if you take more zeros, still it will be inside this. Okay, that was question number 11. So we'll cover other questions in next video.